Ladies and gentlemen, people, welcome please your comedy turn for the evening, Glenn.
Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm recording this to go onto YouTube, and of course, it'll be shared on my Facebook channel. My Facebook page. Sorry, but so Friday's going to be an interesting day, isn't it? The day that we actually come out of the EU before we transition till the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to us leaving the EU. I mean, the EU aren't, but who cares? So, I've received a bit of bad news this week. My friend Gav died from an overdose of indigestion liquid, I can't believe Gav is gone. And of course, I don't just do stand-up comedy here. I do impressions as well. One of my regular impressions is Family Guy, Star Wars, and I do other cartoon characters as well. Last week I also did The Simpsons, so if it's any, because there's only a few of us here, whoever it is, it must have been really popular because they all seem to have gone to his funeral tonight. So I thought, he was getting married. You're just going into a different institution. Could have been worse. Could have been a mental ward. And so I do real laugh impressions as well. Real people. So we all know about Boris Johnson as the Prime Minister, don't we? There was that time he was saying that if we don't leave the EU by the end of January, he'd rather be dead in a ditch. Well, if that was wishful thinking for Jeremy Corbyn. So, of course, Boris Johnson is like this. Oh, well, I'm really glad that I'm finally getting us out of the EU to, have a wonderful time and actually get back our fishing waters and everything else that the EU has taken up by stealth from us. And of course, you got Clint Eastwood as well. There's Clint Eastwood. He's I believe he's siding with Donald Trump because you got all this Nancy Pelosi or Pelosi or something like that in America. If you follow American politics, and he's actually said something very good. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember that he actually, because I seen a video on Facebook, and I thought, well, yes, she's talking a load of rubbish, because they're trying to impeach Trump, aren't they? And I'll do the same joke as I did last week about it with Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton's trying to have me impeached and all this stuff. I've got a lot of peaches, so I thought I'll go for nectarines or apricots. In case you didn't know, apricots and nectarines are similar to peaches, less hairy. A bit like Simon Cowell having his chest shaved. It's really interesting today, so there's not many people here, unfortunately, but they've obviously got something better to watch. I don't know what's on television. We can't all be watching the National Television Awards, can they? That's just what I call the Lovey Awards, and then you got the BAFTA Awards sometime next week, I believe, and then a week after, I think it's the Oscars, isn't it? So, and the film Joker with Joaquin Phoenix has got, I believe, at least 12 nominations in it. It might be 14. But there you go. That's unusual for a comic book film to have that many awards, isn't it? Nominated for it. So there's more jokes. Does anybody here like the Star Wars characters? Do you like Star Wars? Yeah? Well, I do 4 characters. I do Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, Yoda, and old Obi-Wan Kenobi. So, here's how they would look at Brexit. I've got to do a little Brexit special this week because it's the middle finger to the EU then, isn't it? So it will like this. Old Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is not the deal we're looking for. No, we're after a different deal. Move along, Mr. Barnier. And of course, there's Yoda. Fishing waters the EU wants. Get lost they can. And you got Emperor Palpatine. We'll play them as the EU. Yes, so we're going to have your fishing waters whether you like it or not. Yes, what do you think, Lord Vader? Well, we're still trying to repair the Death Star. It's taken a long time to rebuild. And of course, that Death Star's now renamed as the EU, isn't it? The European Union. I mean, I love Europe. I mean, I love the people of Europe. It's just the institution that they call government that I don't agree with. So that's it for today. But I'll leave you with Arnold Schwarzenegger because I will return next week. So in the words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back.
That was a Glenn, ladies and gentlemen.